on. I know there ain't nobody in here right now. It is what it is. So, gonna wait to get a couple people up in here. Wait and get a couple people up in here and talk to y'all about the season finale. The season finale for our Dallas Cowboys. How we get beat by the New York Football Giants, though? How we get beat by the New York Football Giants? I don't, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But for those that didn't know, travel down to MetLife Stadium to see the finale of our Dallas Cowboys. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? We traveled all the way down, traveled down to New Jersey, to MetLife Stadium, to witness the Dallas Cowboys. Keystone, what's going on with you? Lord knows what's going on with you. Thanks. Trent, what's up with y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, we came down to New Jersey to see the Dallas Cowboys for the last time in the 2025 season. As soon I said Dak Prescott wasn't coming back in the game, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. We had, okay, they can come back. They can do, they can do this. They can win this game. With the outcome happening, with what happened, why the hell did you play Dak Prescott? Why did you play your starting core in this game? Talking about we gotta finish the season strong. You didn't finish the season strong, Jerry. What's going on, Calvin? How you doing? Hey, D'Angelo in the building. I know I haven't been going live too much, y'all, but I felt this really warranted a live because, man, we go to MetLife Stadium today and get belt to ass. Belt to ass. It's crazy, y'all. It's super crazy. And there's so many, like, we at the Residence Inn right now, we at the Residence Inn, see if y'all can see it. Yeah. We at the Residence Inn, and you have people, like, this place is stacked with Giants fans. They're coming in here with the long face, y'all. Yeah. They came in with the long face, like, man, we shouldn't have won that game. We shouldn't have won that game. That messed up our draft selection. Like, that's what I was thinking. I figured the New York Giants wouldn't want to win this game just for the draft selection. But how's it going? Hey, all right, man. Yeah, we had fun until we got blown out. See?
I'm a Giant fan. We shouldn't even win. Because you know what? That just take us back farther in the fucking draft.
See?
They fucking idiots. I'm like, yo, how the fuck you go from the number 1 pick? Now you about to be the number 3 pick.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Sometimes you just gotta let it go.
Sometimes you gotta let it go, brother.
I'm like, yo, how the fuck you play the last 2 games you want to play off? You're going home. It ain't nothing to play for.
Exactly. Said, yeah, they lost out on the first pick. Yeah, that's what my brother right here was saying. Like, man, they shouldn't even won this game. And to keep it a buck, like, how do you really quantify that just for the simple fact, like, the Cowboys shouldn't have won this game either. To keep it a buck, because we messing up our draft selection as well. Somebody got to win.
Not missing a lot of pieces.
We ain't missing a lot of pieces?
You're not missing a lot of pieces. Because you got CD, you got that, what's the other?
George Pickens.
Yo, man, Pickens is a beast.
Yeah,
I wish we had. Fuck, like, yo, y'all not missing too many pieces.
Real talk.
Yo, real talk. Y'all not missing many pieces. Y'all just hitting y'all at the right time.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, man. Lakers season is in full effect now. Hey, sports card report card says Lakers season is in full effect. Listen, man, We can bounce back. For the 2026 season, we can bounce back. And I know this season was a wash. This season kind of sucked for the Dallas Cowboys. It sucked in the fact that we had a pretty much we had a balling offense. We had an offense that could really compete with any defense as well as offense in the league. We had that. You know what I'm saying? But like when you hear people say, "Oh, we got peanut butter, no jelly, ham, no burger," stuff like that. We had a top 5 offense with a bottom 5 defense. How does that work, Cowboys Nation? How does that work? You can't do that. You can't do that and expect to go to the playoffs. You can't do that and expect to have a winning record on the season. You just can't do that. And I tell you, on the flight back home, they better have Matt Eberflus where you put the motherfucking bags. For real. He better be under the plane. He shouldn't even be riding back. They should put him on some Home Alone stuff and put him in the back of a U-Haul. Real talk. You're going to have to take the U-Haul back home, bro. Real talk. Let me go back in. It's cold as a motherfucker. Y'all about to go up to my room with me. But yeah, Matt Eberflus better be on the first thing smoking out of Dallas. For real. Because it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that you've seen your defense struggle. Under the scheme that you presented to this damn team, you've seen the defense struggle. And when excuse me. You've seen the defense struggle. And whenever you see the defense struggle, that's when, as a defensive coordinator, you change things. Zimmer did. That's what all the coaches that we had before this guy did. That's what they did, and was able to be successful in doing so. But you get headstrong Matt Eberflus in here. He was headstrong. No, I don't like grits. Well, maybe grits is what you need to start eating. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe grits is what you need to start partaking in. And right now I'm in the, man, I got to get out the light for y'all. But I'm in the hotel room. We got the hotel room for the night. So we didn't have to hurry up and come back to the crib because I ain't trying to drive in the dark. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy to see this live and in living color. And shout out to the homies, True King, and shout out to Hoodie Kush. They came down to the game today as well. It was pretty dope. It's pretty dope to finally be able to meet them boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make my phone balance and stuff. There we go. All right. So I don't know what expectations that everybody had going into this game when it came to this game. You know what I'm saying? Did we expect to come up to MetLife Stadium and actually win this game? Did we want to win this game? Because lo and behold, like, what are we right now? The 11th or 12th pick in the draft. I'm going to do some research on that to see what pick we are coming out of week 18. But do we really want to win this game? Because we could definitely use those first round picks. And that's the video that I put out this morning. I actually scheduled it to come out this morning so that, we could have some content as I was on the road coming down to MetLife Stadium. But, why not take those first round picks and go out and get somebody that could be an immediate day one impact? And I know people like, you don't want to use the picks in order to, because you want to go into the draft and get somebody, you want to get a generational talent in the draft, but you don't know if they're going to be a generational talent. But a player like Max Crosby, you know what he can do for your organization. You know what he can do for your defensive front. You know what he can do for your DBs, because if you got a premier pass rusher, we all know this. If you got a premier pass rusher, your DBs look good. I mean, because we saw what was going on with Trayvon Diggs and everything when Micah Parsons was here. Trayvon Diggs was eating. Soon as Micah Parsons leaves and Trayvon Diggs comes back without Micah Parsons, we don't know what happened with Trayvon Diggs. It's like, damn, he ain't the same person. Even Deron Bland doesn't look like the same person without that premier pass rush. And I ain't gonna poo-poo on Jadeveon Clowney. I want Jadeveon Clowney back. I want him back with the Dallas Cowboys. But like I said in my video, can you imagine? Can you just imagine having Jadeveon Clowney on one side? Then you got Kenny Clark and you got Quentin Williams. And then you got Max Crosby on that other side. Boy, I tell you what, that defensive front will be it'll be a murderer's row. No offense will want to see that defensive front. And then it's going to make your linebackers look good because nobody's going to be able to get up to the second level because of that defensive front. And right now, the draft capital that the Dallas Cowboys have, we don't have too much draft capital to switch over the defense. There's people on X talking about we need a new quarterback. We ain't got the draft capital this year to get a new quarterback. A real talk. Oh, Clowney became Fowler 2.0 and rotate. Nah, see, I don't know, Keystone. I don't know, Keystone. You be having the real underground, the real underground knowledge on the college pass rushes and everything. So you might be able to, the college players, you be having those people that people ain't looking at. So you might have the scoop on who we could bring in here to actually help this defense, get back at it. But first and foremost, the first thing that you need to do, you got to get rid of Matt Eberflus. You got to get rid of him. Like I said, coming up to the room, man, Matt Eberflus, bro, you should be down there with the check bags. You should be flying back to Arlington into the DFW with the check bags. We shouldn't have you. If we in first class, if the Cowboys players riding in first class, you should be all the way back by the propellers and stuff, by the engine. You should be back by the bathroom where you got to smell people coming out there, taking a crap and shit. But anyway, let's see. Next season is going to be even worse than this one. I'm serious. Why you say that, though? Why you say that? Because I believe if you could get a defensive coordinator in here that can work with his players instead of forcing his players into the scheme that he wants, I believe that this Dallas Cowboys team can be something different. Even if you have a defense that could be possibly 16th overall, 16th, and then you have a top 5 offense, that's going to get you to the playoffs. But then you're going to need your offense to step up. You're going to need your offensive coordinator and Brian Schottenheimer to call a flawless game. But there's things that's happened this year, and I think I'm going to make a video on it that just showed me that they didn't have any faith in the defense. We went for it on 4th down. Last week, we went for it on 4th down multiple times. What does that say with your offensive coordinator? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Larry, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Bright spot in a sorry season. Yo, I feel you. I feel you. And everybody, this is a safe place. Real talk. This is a safe place for us Cowboys fans to just congregate, get together, and pretty much commiserate, get together and just let everybody know the raw and uncut. I ain't going to sit here and say, nah, you wrong. You wrong. Nah. That ain't what it is over here. Everybody got their opinions. Hey, and I value them. You know what I'm saying? Would I box Jake Paul? My old ass? Nah. I'll probably get knocked out. I'll keep it a buck. But as far as the whole Jake Paul thing, what was my dude's name? What was my dude's name that knocked him out? I'm kind of glad that happened because I feel like, there's some people that cover boxing, that watch boxing. I'm a casual fan of boxing. I'll keep it a buck. I'm casual. But my thing is, I feel like Jake Paul did more harm to the boxing sport than he did good. Yes, he brought eyes and everything, but at the same time, he made boxing a spectacle. The real talk. He didn't have people coming to the arenas for the scorecard for boxing. He had people coming for the celebrity. And that's not what, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? As soon as people start coming for the celebrity, that's when you start downfalling. Hey, look at Taylor Swift. It stopped becoming Kansas City football and started becoming Taylor Swift football. And look at them now. They at the crib with us. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. Nah, I wouldn't box Jake Paul. I'm all right with street fighting, but at the same time, I get winded. You know what I'm saying? After the second round, I'd be done. I'd probably knock myself out. But anyway, whoever the new defensive coordinator is gonna have to go back and teach. Boom, boom. Man, I'm sitting up in the nosebleed section, just chilling, talking about, yo, what a tackling that. How did Jackson Dart shovel pass? He shovel passed to his tight end, and his tight end he goes for 29 yards for a touchdown. And like 4 people whiffed on the tackle, had arms on him, could get him down for the tackle, but they whiffed on it. So you are absolutely right, sports card. They have to learn the fundamentals in Dallas. They got to learn how to tackle. They got to learn to be disciplined. Man, Donovan Ezaraku got kicked out of the game, not being disciplined. You're going to have the pushing and shoving and stuff like that. Bro, get to your sideline. Don't let them kick you out the game, because that's another weapon that we don't have out on the field, because your temperament. Just get back to your side of the ball, get the damn play into the game, and let's keep going. Man, you know how many flags was thrown during that play, man? I'm like, what the hell's going on? What happened? What happened? And then all of a sudden, personal foul, blah, blah, blah. That penalty's declined. Personal foul, 41. He's been ejected out of the game. I was like, damn, what did he do? Did he swing on somebody? Damn. But real talk, Cowboys Nation, man, if Jerry Jones doesn't see what went wrong in this damn season and he keeps Eberflus, oh man, you are going to have a lot of angry Cowboys fans. I'm going to keep it a buck. You are going to have a lot. I mean, shoot, you might see what you saw with what you saw with the Dallas Mavericks whenever they traded Luka. Everybody going to the Dallas Mavericks headquarters, whatever, and protesting, holding up signs. You might see that if Jerry Jones elects to keep Matt Eberflus. Like we don't have to be in the front office. We don't have to be an employee of the Dallas Cowboys. We don't have to be an analyst for the 3 and 4 letter networks to see that your defense sucks. And if your defense sucks, that's an indictment on your coach. First and foremost, that's an indictment on your coach. That's not an indictment on the players right off, because you come to that first realization that your defense sucks, head coach. Then you could go into the specifics of which player. You know what I'm saying? There was a few Shamar James sightings out there that I was like, what the hell are you doing, Shamar James? Break on the ball. He could have got Jackson Dart for a minimal gain, but he allowed him to run to him as opposed to breaking on the ball. Break on the ball. Then you had K9 out there. Bro, I don't know if it's the scheme or if it's him, but K9, bro, if he is a free agent, see, and that's another thing, Cowboys Nation. You'll have people say, oh, the Dallas Cowboys had all these great teams. They had these great teams. They couldn't even make it to a Super Bowl with these great teams. Dak Prescott had a great team. Listen, the people that Dak Prescott and that offense had to work with when they left the team, guess where they went? They went to another team, then out of the league. The head coach that we had, Mike McCarthy, out of the league. And I bet you, Matt Eberflus, if the Dallas Cowboys get rid of Matt Eberflus, he's going to be out of the league because nobody is going to give him a chance to fuck up their defense like he did the Dallas Cowboys. Man, we weren't even this bad, and our quarterback was down last year. Yeah, we pretty much had the same type of record, but at the same time, that wasn't really on your defense's fault. That wasn't your defense's fault. That was pretty much the offense. But now, it's your defense. Like, Brian Schottenheimer came into this game, well, not game, but he came into this season. Everybody had doubts with Brian Schottenheimer. And Brian Schottenheimer had this offense top 5. Jerry Jones allowed Matt Eberflus to ruin. Hey, I need my shooters out there. If I got any shooters in here, please help me out. But he allowed Matt Eberflus to ruin a great offensive year. Real talk. Well, actually, hold on. I ain't even gonna wait on the shooters. Boop. I'll do it. See you later, dude. See you later, dude. Ain't trying to have it. See, I don't mind if somebody come in here and want to critique the Cowboys, but if you come in here and you talking about cowgirls, that's your first thing that you gonna say. You up out of here, dude. You up out of here, dude. Real talk. So, what's his name? Stones, you out of here, dog. You out of here. But this year, this is why I'm so heavy on the whole Max Crosby thing. Because this defense was going to have to be successful in spite of Matt Eberflus this year. And if he brings him back for next year, for the 2026 season, they're going to have to be successful in spite of him. We're going to have to rely on all talent and no scheme. And this is something that the Dallas Cowboys have had to do for a number of years. The last time that they had a true beat 'em up type team that you just didn't have to worry about, that the head coach could go into the press conference a day or two before and say, we winning the damn Super Bowl, and actually win the Super Bowl. We ain't had that in 30 years. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Oh, y'all had Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb on the team at the same time. Yeah. Then look at what you're missing on the defense. And then when Dak Prescott and the offense have to go by the whole wide receiver and running back by committees, you had a good defense. Why can't we have an offense and a defense? Why can't we have a good offense and a good defense? Why can't we have everything come together at the same time? We always got to wait on some side of the ball. And to keep it a buck, I'm glad to see Kevontae Turpin. He had a nice returned it down to like the 11-yard line. That was cool to see. But at the same time, I'm getting tired of the fair catches. I'm getting tired of you waving the ball off and having it bounce and hit the 1-yard line and they stop it. Yo, how many? And it wasn't even a coffin kick. He kicked it in the field of play. And you let it go by you, and boom, now we're at the 1-yard line, having to try and get 99 yards for a score. Bro, I'm going to need him to do better, man. As I made the resolution for the New Year's to be a better person, to be a better fan, to be a better content creator, I'm going to need the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones. I'm going to need you to be a better owner, dog. I'm going to need you to be a better GM, dog. Excuse me. Hey, Ty Lockhart with the $2 super chat. I truly appreciate you, bro. Truly appreciate you. Let me go ahead and heart that up. Says, ham, no burger. Ham, no burger. Peanut butter, no jelly. Exactly. And what? Are you sneaking in like that? Come on.
I heard when I thought you were over.
Nah, I'm live right now. One of the grandkids came back from the pool early. But yeah, ham, no burger. Peanut butter, no jelly. When can we have everything that we need? And I'm not talking about that we need. What you doing?
You want me to bring it back there. Or unless you want to I'll knock what I could like.
No. If you're coming back, then that's good. But don't just take my key now. But yeah, man. Anytime I can go to the game, anytime I can head down to the game, whether at MetLife or at AT&T. Finally got to go to AT&T against the Cardinals. But shit, this year, both games that I went to, we lost. So I'm like, damn, should I go to any more games? Should I go to any more games? Because I feel like y'all know me, I'm superstitious. So it's like, man, am I causing them to lose? But nah, even coming down to the game and everything, got to meet Fresh King, got to meet Hoodie Kush, man. It was dope. It was dope. So we're gonna make that a thing. Like whenever the Dallas Cowboys come to MetLife Stadium, we're gonna come up here, we're gonna kick it and everything, maybe make a weekend out of it or whatever. But this game, y'all, man, I was up in the nosebleeds. I was cold as hell. I look over at my grandkids, and they over there teeth chattering and shit. I'm like, man, I can't force them through this crap just to see the Dallas Cowboys continue to give it up. Because like I said, when they said that Dak Prescott wasn't coming out for that second half, I'm like, it's over. It's over. Because if they take Dak Prescott out, they're taking CeeDee Lamb out. They're taking George Pickens out. They're taking our starters out. And that's exactly what they did. Like, come on, y'all. Like, I thought y'all came up here to end the season strong. That wasn't a strong showing that I saw live and in living color. It wasn't. Man. Let's see. Regardless of the loss, Angry, I truly appreciate you bringing us another year of content. We have another year to try again and be better. Absolutely. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words. And man, I'm going to continue to bring this raw and uncut. Y'all know I'm going to continue to bring the raw and uncut for as long as y'all have me, for as long as y'all want to come on and listen to the raw and uncut, man, I got you. But, this season, man, showed me, like, Jerry, you got to get with it. Bro, you don't have much time. You just wasted your quarterback. He'll be 33. Your 33-year-old quarterback. You just wasted a prime year of his talent. You wasted a prime year of George Pickens, a contract year of George Pickens, because in contract years, people are going to try and ball out. You wasted that year. Javonte Williams having a great showing at the running back position, coming back, bouncing back strong. You wasted that. Are you going to waste it again? Are you going to waste it for another year? An experiment with Matt Eberflus because that's your homie, because he's worked for you before. Nah, man, you can't do that. If your primary goal is to get a championship, if your primary goal is to play in the Super Bowl, then you can't waste no time and say, oh, he's my friend. I got to keep him around. I got to have a job. Yeah, you can have him a job. Have him hosting the tours at AT&T Stadium. That's what you do. That's who you talk to. Whenever you go on a tour, Matt Eberflus is the person that's giving the tour. That's the job that he should have. He shouldn't be the defensive coordinator for this damn team. Real talk. He shouldn't be. And I know people talk about Aaron White-Cotton and stuff like that. I don't know about Aaron White-Cotton either. Because I don't want anybody that was tainted by him. You know what I'm saying? By Matt Eberflus. I don't want anybody that was under him. I don't want anybody from his tree. I want a brand new tree. And I know people talking about the defensive coordinator from the Cleveland Browns, talking about Rex Ryan. Hold on. Is the key not working? This motherfucker. Hold on. Now it's working? All right. Oh, y'all done?
Oh. Josh and Mimi are downstairs. Mimi's waiting for Josh to put them in the bathroom.
Okay. So y'all done. So y'all gonna want to eat something, huh? Okay. Y'all going to eat something. I ain't bring no money for y'all to eat. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. Let's see. At least Dak stayed healthy. Yeah. Another a healthy year, a healthy 17 games. And we wasting it experimenting on Matt Eberflus. Man, and that, like I said, there's some people over on X that's like, yeah, we got to get a new quarterback. We ain't gonna do nothing without a new quarterback, so on and so forth. And it's like, yo, quarterback just had a record-breaking season. A record-breaking season. What more could you want from this man? Oh, I want him to get us to a championship. That shit ain't reality. Ain't one man gonna get you to this championship unless that one man is Jerry Jones. That's the one man that'll get you to a championship. Y'all sitting waiting on Dak Prescott to sit there and lift this whole team up. You're gonna be waiting. You're gonna be waiting. And then he gonna retire, and then you're gonna expect the next person to come up in here and lift the team to a championship. You're gonna be waiting. Because the one major piece that should be putting all these pieces together in order to get a championship, they ain't on that type of time, y'all. For real. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Ain't none of us getting any younger. And I feel sorry for anybody that's 38 years and under. I feel sorry. Just for the simple fact, man, like, y'all deserve a championship. You know, me, if something happened to me and I passed away tomorrow, knock on wood, at least I can say I got 3 championships. Y'all need a championship. And Jerry, Steven, Jerry Jr., Charlotte, the Water Boys, they should be doing everything in their power to be bringing this organization home a championship. All right, go ahead, run the water. Real talk. Matt Eberflus shouldn't even be the tour guide at AT&T. He should be a vendor in the stand selling hot dogs, popcorn, cotton candy. Real talk. He should be ushering everybody to their seats. He shouldn't have any type of responsibility over any personnel on a team. I mean, come on. You're going to sit there, you're going to pick through the people that other people fired? Like, yeah. Let's check some defensive coordinators. Oh, this guy got fired. Let's bring him to the team. Come on now. That is crazy. Because if he couldn't do it for the teams that he was originally with as head coach. And I know there was a year where the Indianapolis Colts, their defense was pretty solid. A lot of takeaways and things like that. But damn, the sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like, a broken clock is right 2 times a day. And that's one thing that, and I'm going to make a video about this. This is one thing some people in Cowboys Nation, our owner, they expect the outliers to be the norm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to leave y'all with this because we got to go get something to eat. But they expect it to be the norm. You know, like, let's say a Patrick Mahomes-esque talent in the NFL. They expect to find that on trees. They expect that to find that in the draft every time they go up to draft. That ain't the case. You ain't going to find a Tom Brady or a Patrick Mahomes every time you go up to bat. And you ain't going to find a head coach that could, defensive coordinator that could get your guys in line, especially one that's already been with your team and hasn't produced for your team. Wasn't Matt Eberflus the defensive coordinator when we gave up that long pass to the tight? Well, we gave up that long pass from Aaron Rodgers to the tight end that pretty much sealed the deal for the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. Wasn't Matt Eberflus the defensive coordinator? I gotta check that out. I can't remember, but I gotta check that out. But facts, proof is in the pudding, as OG said. I'm an OG. Look at the Bears this season. Look at us. Eberflus is weak. Exactly. The Bears got rid of him for a reason. And then they bounced back and Nashon Wright up there balling. Come on, man. You got him getting all kinds of picks that Deron Bland should be getting. Man, man, I just don't know. I don't know. All I do know is that this season it's a wrap. The Dallas Cowboys really need to go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Marinelli was the DC that time? Okay. Which one am I thinking of? All right, I'm gonna have to go check it out. But he's been the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys in the past, and he wasn't able to get it done. So why do you think bringing him back will get it done? That's the equivalent of bringing Jason Garrett back as a head coach or an offensive coordinator. You know, keep betting on pro sports. Bro, I don't believe in betting on pro sports. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. That's why y'all never see any type of, oh, this video is sponsored by sports betting, this, that, and the third. That's why y'all never see that on this channel, because I don't believe in that shit. I believe that sports betting has ruined sports. To keep it a buck, I'll tell you, Vegas ruins sports with all this sports betting shit. Real talk. So you'll never see the Angry Cowboys Fan sponsored by any type of sports betting app out there, because I just don't believe in it. I believe that it made sports worse. But anyway, Eberflus is worse than Mike Nolan, and that is atrocious. Exactly. And in the middle of the season, you had talking heads debating like, damn, is this season worse than the Mike Nolan season in 2020? Is this season worse? Like, yo, we had an injured Dak Prescott in 2020. Like, man, something's got to give, Cowboys Nation, and we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. That's why we're here making this content. That's why y'all here as the Angry Cowboys Fan family, giving y'all 2 cents, giving y'all raw and uncut, because it is highly appreciated. And I tell you, if Jerry Jones just listened to some of y'all, we wouldn't be in this damn situation that we in this year. I'll keep it a buck. If Jerry Jones listened to some of the Cowboys content creators that we got out there, we wouldn't be in this type of situation. If Will McClay would listen to a guy like Jay Tuck, a boss cowboy on the draft selections, we wouldn't be in situations like this. But Jerry Jones is the smartest man in the room all the time. You know what I'm saying? He's the smartest man. And unfortunately, we got to deal with it. We always got to win in spite of. But Cowboys Nation, it was great chopping it up with y'all down here in New Jersey, MetLife Stadium. We at the Residence Inn. Shout out to Fresh King and Hoodie Kush for coming down to the game and everything. It was dope meeting you brothers. And yo, if we ever come to a game and y'all at the game, y'all make sure y'all hit my inbox. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook, wherever you got me. And let me know. Hey, I'm in the building. What's up? And bam, we'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We will definitely make it happen. Hey, caretaker, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? But real talk, I brought all my equipment down here to make a video and everything. But come to realize, I can't even upload it because the damn Wi-Fi is spotty. Well, I tell you, boy, New Jersey. That's all I'm gonna say. New Jersey. But anyway, Angry Cowboys Fan Matt Eberflus needs to be fired. Absolutely. If he ain't fired by what's today? Today is the 4th. Today's the 4th. If that man ain't fired by the 17th, I give it. We'll say the 18th. I'll give it 2 weeks. Then, damn it, I'm on every video that I start. It's gonna be not what's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world. It's gonna be Jerry, fire Matt Eberflus. In this video, real talk. But guys, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you rocking with me. Like I said, I ain't been live in a minute, but I definitely had to go live and just talk to y'all about the season finale with the New York Giants. We're going to do it again soon. I want to be able to get home, get my stuff all set up so that we can have some uninterrupted time together and, just talk about the future, talk about what the Dallas Cowboys need to do as far as who they need to keep, who they need to let go. The fat needs to be trimmed. And I mean, obviously, Brian Schottenheimer did a very good job as a head coach, his first year head coaching. But we all know that Matt Eberflus needs to be up out of here. But also, we got some guys on here that can't tackle worth a shit that need to be gone. I love my Cowboys fan. I love my Cowboys players. Y'all love the Cowboys players, but we all know that there's some fat on this team that needs to be trimmed. And like Caretaker says, Cowboys need some linebackers and secondary on defense. Keep it a buck. I'm going to have to look, but live, I didn't see DeMarvion Overshown. Marquise Bell ended up getting a concussion and was out for the rest of the game. Hey, Roosevelt says, tomorrow is Black Monday in the NFL, so Eberflus should be fired right now, Angry. Exactly. You don't want me to give him the 2-week grace period. You like, fuck this right now. Right now. And I completely agree with you. Man, if Black Monday comes and he's scratched off the list, I will, thank goodness, I'll go out butt naked doing a snow angel. Real talk. But y'all, it's been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. I gotta go put some lotion on my ashy knuckles. But yo, make sure y'all tap in. If you're not tapped into the channel, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We get down and dirty over here. We get grimy with the Dallas Cowboys, but we love them. We all DC for life. I love you guys. And like I said, when I get back home, I get all my equipment and stuff set up. We'll be back talking about it again. All right. And Caretaker Jones is an idiot if he does not do something about the defense coaching staff. Exactly. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all. Y'all have a great night. Love you guys. And it's DC for life no matter what. Peace.